Hi everyone, this is Kristal with Reborn Elegance Nursery. On this video, I thought I'd pop on just do a really quick video on how to root eyelashes on a closed-eyed doll. I have gotten some requests to do this video, so I thought I'd get on here and make a super quick one. The mohair that I'm going to be using today is from Slumberland Nursery. And it's a pretty, it's like a medium brown. I've lost the packaging it came with, so I don't know the exact color here. But I think it matches the complexion and the eyebrows of this doll really nicely. I'm going to be using a barbed needle to do the eyelashes. I believe there are 6 barbs. You can kind of see it right there. There's little bitty notches there in the needle. I'll be using this to root the eyelashes with. I never use this needle to root hair with. It's gonna leave your hair really pluggy. I like the eyelashes to be nice and thick. And I'm gonna be using my new, turn it around here. I'm gonna be using my new needle holder. This needle holder holds only 1 needle. Comes apart just like the other one. There's a place where you can make your needle a little bit longer or a little bit shorter, because a lot of the needles come in different sizes. For this needle, because it is a long needle, because it's got the barbs on it, I'm going to put it through the hole here. You can see. I'm going to put it in this last hole right here. And that's going to hold your needle and keep it from moving around while you root. I don't have a lot of room here, so let's see if we can. It's going to go in like this. It's going to slide backwards, and then it's going to snap in. Okay? So this is what I'm going to use. And what I like about the needle holders too, my other one holds 2 needles. This is the other one. You can see it holds 2. And this is brand new. I have not started selling these yet. I will have these available on my website probably starting in September. So I'm going to take my mohair and I'm going to loop it. Like that. Let's see if I can do this and still show you guys. So what I'm doing is I'm putting my needle into the crevice of the eye. And then I'm going to bring my hair down. It's hard to do this while I'm trying to watch on camera. And then I'm going to go down. Push all the way down. Sometimes you want to do it a couple of times. And then you lightly pull that back. And then you have some hair there. And you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go just a smidge over. Bring down the hair. Go up. And then go down again. And then you have more hair. And that is how I root my eyelashes. You're just going to keep doing this over and over. And again, if you feel like your eyelashes are not thick enough, you can always go more. Again, up and down. Make sure you're grabbing that hair. This baby was just a painted kit, so her mommy is going to put her together herself. I do have several babies available at the moment. You can always visit my website at rebornelegance.com. And I believe I've got a few more that haven't quite made it to the website yet. And again, I'm trying to save those for the Kansas online show. And we're almost done with this eye. We're just gonna keep going. Until we get to the edge. Now your hair will kind of start to break a little bit, so you can just move it around. It's just the nature of what you're doing with the needle. Just keep going. And I'll show you guys how I cut the eyelashes as well. I'm always seeing all these babies with these super long eyelashes, and it just doesn't look real. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at this done like that, and to me it seems like it's a little thin in this area here, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to add a little bit more in there. Okay. So I think that looks pretty good from above there. Next, you want to wet the hair. I'm looking for this and it's right here next to me. I use the Johnson & Johnson's detangling spray. I do half this and half water, so I dilute it. It makes it go, makes it last a little bit longer, and I don't really like to use it full force because it can make the hair a little greasy if you have to keep spraying and spraying and spraying and spraying. You feel that residue on there. I'm looking for a brush here, a little brush. Okay, and I like to use an eyebrow brush. Okay, so I'm just going to use this part and I'm going to brush the eyelashes up onto the forehead. Okay. Now here's the thing, you do not want to leave a big space that's like right here. Okay, you want to try to even out, because this is how your eyelashes are going to dry. So you want them to be nice and spread out. Nice and flat there. And if you feel like there are some that are too thick, like I feel like this little area here is too thick, I'm just going to take my needle really lightly and try to separate that. And get it in the middle. There we go. Okay, I've separated that into two things there. I'm very picky when it comes to the eyelashes. Okay. And we're going to give that a good spray and make sure it gets nice and wet. Obviously, you need your paint to have set. You don't want to do this on a doll you've not already done your last bake on. Okay everybody, I'm back, and these eyelashes are basically dry. You can see she looks a little funny. If you do see, after your eyelashes are dry, if you do see some hair that pops up, spray everything again, push it down, and let it dry again. You really want those eyelashes to dry in the upward position. Just a tiny bit of Mod Podge. And this is the matte you could use. You could use the shiny if you wanted. And I've got the tiniest little brush here. So I believe I got this brush at Sally's. It's actually a nail art brush, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think I got it at Sally's. Okay, so this is like the tiniest brush that I have. Now you can see I have the tiniest bit of Mod Podge there, and I am just going to go in very carefully and just paint that on the lashes there. Okay, I mean there you go, you can barely see it. And this is going to help the lashes stay in that kind of upwards position. And like I said, you could use the shiny if you wanted, and it would make it look like there's a little bit more moisture there, but this will dry completely clear. If you do get some on the vinyl, I do suggest you get you some of these nice pointed Q-tips. You can really get in there and wipe it off before it dries. I'm just going to continue to add this. That might be too much. You can see it's just the tiniest bit there. I'm going to do this one. The glue has finally dried. As you can see, there's no more white residue there. So I'm going to take my brush, I'm going to lightly kind of move these around. And as you can see, we're all dry, but the eyelashes are now staying in the upright position. Okay, I'm going to loosen these up like that. Okay. Let's get centered here. Now I'm going to take some little scissors, and I'm going to roughly trim what I have here. Okay. We are not going to leave them this long, just so you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm coming in from the top, and this is what's going to give each hair a little bit different length and make it look a little bit more natural. Okay, now I'm going to take my can of air and I'm going to go blow it off. I'm going to come back. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say that is still not quite where I want it to be. Just keep trimming. And what you should be seeing, you should be starting to see a whole bunch of little bitty tiny hairs right in there. Because you just want to be trimming the very tip top. Okay. Now these eyelashes will relax. They're not going to stay straight up like that. They will start to relax. You can add a little bit. I'm doing is I'm putting a little bit of that conditioner in my hand, putting it in the brush. Just kind of re-wet those eyelashes. And they will start to relax for you. Again, do your best to separate them. That right there just got too much liquid on it. So if they're too wet, they won't separate. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing over here. Let's give them a trim. I'm going to cut the inside here. Going to cut the outside. Cut these a bit more. Blow it off. And then I'm going to do the same thing in trimming them. So this one is still a little long. Right there. So you just have to keep, let me see where that's gonna be. Cut that down. Blow it out. Okay, we're starting to get where we want to be. A tiny bit of moisture just so we can try to relax these a bit. You don't want them sticking straight up. Okay, and again, you just keep messing with them until you're happy. I'm thinking that these over here are gonna have to be trimmed a bit more because that looks a little, and again, I'm gonna do it at an angle so it's not just blunt straight across. Ooh. I can't do it like that. I gotta do it like this. These work so good. Super sharp. My other ones are kind of pulling the hair. I'm gonna blow it off with some air. I'm still thinking that this side is a little bit longer, but again, this is basically how you do eyelashes. Just keep playing with them until you're happy, until they look similar, and I'm pretty happy with the way these guys are looking. Okay, and that's it. And of course you wanna glue it from the inside. You wanna put some glue in there. Can you guys see that? There we go. And then you wanna put glue on that side as well. And then you'll be done with your eyelashes. Okay, I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. I will try to do another eyelash tutorial on an open-eyed baby. They're a little bit more difficult because you have to be more precise about where you put that needle. But again, don't forget to subscribe. I am going to start doing more videos for you guys. So basically this baby's done. Just have to gloss her lips and her toenails and fingernails, and she'll be done and off to her new mom. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to push that subscribe button, and you can find me on Facebook if you're not already following me. I'll put the links down below.